Maybe you did, but you might have also missed out on items that even the staff quietly stock up on every week. These aren't featured in flashy flyers or displayed prominently on shelves. Here are 10 secret items that insiders say you should grab when you see them, or regret missing out on. Comment 1 if you've ever found a hidden gem at Aldi that no one else noticed. 10. Moser Roth Dark Chocolate. While many shoppers reach for colorful candy bars with shiny wrappers and familiar brand names, there's a humble gem tucked away on a quiet Aldi shelf that's surprising foodies. Moser Roth Dark Chocolate. No loud marketing, no big promotions, but Aldi employees whisper to each other that this is a must-try at least once treat. Unlike the overly sweet, hollow-tasting chocolates you often find at supermarkets, Moser Roth is imported from Germany, made with real cocoa butter, has no fillers, has no waxy additives, and boasts a velvety smooth texture. Its rich flavor, subtle sweet finish, and perfect melt-in-your-mouth quality make many mistake it for a high-end product from a European boutique. Priced under $2, this chocolate makes you forget those expensive bars you've been buying for years. A grandfather from Florida once shared that he keeps a few Moser Roth bars in his freezer. They're his secret weapon when grandkids visit, but truthfully, they're also his way of treating himself during quiet afternoons. For others, it's an affordable luxury, a way to indulge without worrying about the cost. What's more, Moser Roth isn't just delicious, it's a gentle reminder about consumer habits. Are you paying for real flavor, or just fancy packaging and branding? Aldi employees know this better than anyone. They see countless shoppers pass by, unaware of what they're missing. Those who've tried it? They don't just come back for a second bar, they often grab a few to stock up. Because with something like Moser Roth, one taste is a small turning point in how you think about a product's true value. 9. Specially selected brioche buns. If you've always thought burger buns were just a plain backdrop for the tasty fillings inside, you probably haven't tried Aldi's specially selected brioche buns. These little buns don't just play a supporting role, they elevate the entire burger experience with their soft, buttery texture and glossy golden crust, like they're fresh from an artisan bakery. Tucked away among the seemingly boring bread aisle, Aldi's brioche buns don't come with flashy packaging or trendy slogans. But anyone who's tried them has the same reaction. Why didn't I find these sooner? Aldi staff say many customers buy them out of curiosity the first time, then return, not just for one pack, but several to freeze. Once you take that first bite, you won't go back to those dry, tough buns. With a pillowy, soft texture, a faint, milky, buttery aroma, and a light, pleasant sweetness, these buns make any sandwich, whether it's a beef burger, fish, fried chicken, or a simple egg sandwich, feel special. A food truck owner in California used these buns for a catering event, and his customers straight up asked, "Did you import these from France?" The kicker? Specially selected brioche buns are cheaper than many generic buns sitting right next to them. You don't need to spend more to get something better. You just need to look a little closer. Those in the know tend to keep this gem a quiet secret because no one wants their favorite item to become hard to find on the shelves. In a world driven by ads and appearances, Aldi's brioche buns prove that the best things don't always stand out. Sometimes the real difference lies in the quiet details that turn an everyday meal into a mini celebration, no special occasion required. 8. Specially selected aged cheddar. If you've always believed that good cheese comes from a fancy store, wrapped in wax paper and priced at nearly $10 a block, it's time to try something different. Specially selected aged cheddar at Aldi proves that top-notch quality doesn't have to come with a luxury price tag. For just over $3, you get a block of rich, sharp, and smooth cheese, the kind you'd expect from a boutique cheese shop in Napa or Vermont. No glitzy packaging, no over-the-top ads. This cheddar sits quietly on the shelf. But those who've tasted it can't go back to the usual mass-produced cheeses. A mom from Ohio shared that she secretly swapped her family's pricey go-to cheese for Aldi's cheddar at a family dinner. The result? No one noticed the switch. They just asked, "Why does the cheese taste better than usual today?" It's not just about the flavor. It's the feeling of knowing you made a smart choice. You don't have to sacrifice quality to save money. You just need to be sharp enough to spot real value in an unassuming product. Aldi employees often share stories of skeptical customers who, after one taste, come back for more. Not because it's cheap, but because it's genuinely delicious. Specially selected aged cheddar isn't just for sandwiches or charcuterie boards. It's a flavor experience packed into a few bucks, a way to turn an ordinary meal into something memorable with just a slice of cheese. 7. Friendly Farms Greek Yogurt. In a world overflowing with yogurt options, many people stick to the big brands they've been grabbing for years. But if you've ever been disappointed by yogurt that's too sweet, too watery, or just too pricey, it's time to make a smart switch to Friendly Farms Greek Yogurt from Aldi. No loud advertising, no flashy packaging, yet this is the product that fitness trainers and health-conscious eaters call their budget-friendly secret weapon. One serving packs 15 grams of protein, way less sugar than many well-known brands, and most importantly, a rich flavor and thick, creamy texture without the powdery or dry feel of some high-protein yogurts out there. Use it as a base for breakfast with fruit and granola, blend it into smoothies, or just eat it straight when you need a light but energizing snack. The best part? It costs about the same as a small coffee while delivering nutrition that far exceeds expectations. Many shoppers breeze past Aldi's yogurt section, rushing to grab familiar names and overlook Friendly Farms in silence. But those who've tried it agree. This is one of the smartest choices for both your wallet and your health. Save a few bucks each week, and that adds up to dozens a month, all while sticking to healthy eating habits. Sometimes living healthier and saving money doesn't mean changing everything. Just swap out one yogurt container, and that choice is waiting for you right in Aldi's cooler. 6. Simply Nature Organic Pasta Sauce. Some foods are so familiar that we stop questioning their quality or true value. Pasta sauce is a prime example. Many people grab expensive jars just because of the brand name, assuming pricier means tastier. But with Simply Nature Organic Pasta Sauce from Aldi, the truth is the exact opposite. For just over $1, you get an organic sauce with clean ingredients and a bold flavor that rivals jars sold at Whole Foods for 3 or even 4 times the price. In a blind taste test, this sauce even outshone pricier, big-name brands you'd find in fancy grocery aisles. What makes this sauce special isn't just the taste. It's how it makes you rethink. How much have I been spending just for familiarity? A customer in Texas once said that after trying it, she ditched her habit of buying $6 sauces every week and never looked back. Made with organic tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, and natural spices, Simply Nature offers true peace of mind. No unnecessary preservatives. No ingredients you need to Google to understand. Just a simple, delicious, honest jar of sauce. For many, this sauce is like a key that unlocks a new perspective at the grocery store. Instead of paying for a label, pay for real flavor and quality. And once you taste this sauce, other brands start to feel tasteless. 5. Priano Bronze Cut Pasta. When you think of pasta, you might picture Italy. Cozy kitchens with sunlight streaming through windows and the soft bubbling of boiling water. But few realize that a touch of that Italian finesse is sitting quietly on Aldi's shelves under the unassuming name Priano Bronze Cut Pasta, a pasta that can make even an ordinary meal unforgettable. What sets this pasta apart is its bronze cut technique, a traditional method that gives the pasta a slightly rough surface. This texture lets sauce cling to every strand instead of sliding off like it does with slick, industrial pastas. The result? Each bite isn't just starch. It's a perfect blend of pasta and flavor. A grandmother in Brooklyn once shared that cooking this pasta felt like she was back in her childhood kitchen, hand-making pasta with her mother in their small hillside home. That's not just nostalgic praise. It's the truth from her taste buds. Priced under $2, its quality rivals pastas you'd find in import stores. Each package of Priano is a small but noticeable shift, from choosing pasta by brand to choosing it because it's truly delicious. This isn't a product that makes you gasp at its low price. It's one that makes you quietly nod as you eat and wonder why you didn't discover it sooner. With Priano, Aldi isn't just selling pasta. They're selling an experience, a slice of Italy. Simple, modest, and worth coming back for. 4. Earth-grown black bean burgers. If you think vegetarian food is only for vegetarians, Aldi's earth-grown black bean burgers might change your mind. No fanfare, no attempt to mimic meat to please the masses. These black bean burgers win people over in their own way. By being genuinely delicious, no comparisons needed. With a firm texture, bold flavor from mashed veggies and beans, a slight kick of spice, and a subtle aromatic seasoning, These burgers don't need fancy sauces or apologies for being meatless today. A sports coach once joked that even his burly defensive lineman came back asking for seconds. That says it all. Unlike many supermarket veggie burgers that turn out dry, crumbly, or bland, these hold up whether grilled, pan-fried, or baked, keeping their moisture and flavor intact. Whether you're on a diet, aiming for a healthier menu, or just want to change for dinner, this is a smart choice that won't stress your wallet. Affordable price, clear ingredients, no unnecessary additives. That's why Aldi employees often warn with a smile. Grab them when you see them, because they sell out fast. And when they're gone, no one warns you. Not because they're rare, but because those who've tried them quietly return for another box, then another. Earth-grown black bean burgers don't shout about being healthy. They prove it with every satisfying bite. A wholesome dish delicious enough to please anyone. And maybe that's the secret behind why it's a go-to, even for people who never thought they'd go veggie. 3. Simply Nature organic eggs. There was a time when eggs were the simplest thing to toss into your cart without a second thought. But in recent years, the price of eggs, especially organic ones, has made many shoppers pause at the cooler. Luckily, Simply Nature. Organic eggs from Aldi are quietly bringing things back to their true value: clean, nutritious, and affordable. Priced at about half the cost of premium organic egg brands, you still get high-quality eggs, hormone-free, antibiotic-free, and raised the right way. What's more, these eggs aren't just loved by customers. They've been independently tested and meet the same certifications as many pricier brands out there. Aldi employees call these the fastest-flying item of the day. And it's no surprise. Eggs are a staple, showing up in nearly every meal, from simple breakfasts to elaborate baked goods. Every carton you buy impacts both your taste buds and your weekly budget. So if you can save a few bucks without sacrificing quality, that's not just a choice, it's a smart move. Many shoppers pass by Simply Nature eggs, assuming they're just basic. But those who've tried them realize real quality isn't about fancy packaging or a high price tag. It's in the moment you crack open an egg and see a thick, vibrant yolk with a naturally fresh color and a subtle, sweet flavor that stands out. 2. Northern Catch Wild-Caught Salmon. In the world of food, salmon is always in the premium category, not just for its flavor, but for its top-notch nutrition. But when you see the price of salmon trays at big supermarkets, you might hesitate. That's why Northern Catch Wild-Caught Salmon from Aldi is considered one of the tasty secrets that insiders want you to know about. This is wild-caught salmon from the clean, cold waters of Alaska, flash frozen on the spot to lock in its fresh taste and natural omega-3s. No processing, no artificial colors, no water injections, just pure, firm salmon with a natural pink hue, a rich aroma, and a sweet finish. A professional chef once noted, "This is one of the rare supermarket salmons that doesn't need extra fixing to mask any fishy smell." Priced under $8 a pound, half the cost of many other places, the real surprise is that the quality often exceeds expectations. It doesn't fall apart after thawing, doesn't leak water when grilled, and keeps its texture and light buttery flavor when pan-seared. Cook it simply with salt, pepper, and a lemon slice. Or go fancy with teriyaki sauce. It tastes restaurant quality either way. What makes Northern Catch special isn't just the flavor, it's the trust. In a market full of farm-raised salmon loaded with chemicals and marketing, a wild-caught, well-packaged, affordable product is exactly what smart shoppers are looking for. Once you try this salmon, you might not want to splurge on those pricey trays anymore. Because true deliciousness doesn't need big ads. You just need to know where to look. 1. Kirkwood Fresh Chicken Tenderloins. In the world of fresh meat, chicken is a go-to for most families, but not all chicken is created equal. If you've ever spent time trimming tendons, cutting off excess fat, or been disappointed by dry, tough chicken after cooking, it's time to try Kirkwood Fresh Chicken Tenderloins from Aldi, the item employees call the hidden gem of the meat section. These are chicken tenderloins, soft, sweet, uniformly thin, and incredibly easy to prepare. No trimming needed, no fancy marinades required, just a sprinkle of salt and pepper, a quick pan sear, and you've got a delicious, healthy dish. Whether you're making salads, sandwiches, stir-fries, or popping them in an air fryer, this chicken stays juicy with a natural sweetness. No more guessing if it's cooked through or worrying about it turning out crumbly, dry, or chewy. A former chef once shared that in a blind taste test, Kirkwood fresh chicken tenderloins were preferred over big brands like Tyson. Even more surprising, they're much cheaper than whole chicken breasts at other supermarket chains. While shoppers are still paying for brand name packaging, those in the know quietly choose chicken that's better in both quality and price. Aldi employees reveal this is one of the fastest moving items on the shelves because once people try it, they keep coming back. They don't just buy one pack, they grab several to freeze for the week. With this chicken, you're not just saving a few bucks per purchase. You're saving time, effort, and the disappointment of a meal that doesn't live up to expectations. Simple, delicious, clean. Sometimes the best things come from the quietest items in the cooler. Saving isn't just about the number on your receipt. It's about making thoughtful, smart, worthwhile choices every time you shop. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more shopping secrets.